What's up, YouTube? It's Bob with Bob's Outdoors. Pretty excited about this video today. As you can tell by the title to the video, this is my first sponsored but kind of not sponsored video. So a while back, probably a month ago, I was contacted by StarKnight MT via email, or excuse me, they commented on a video. They commented on a video that I had done about this UForce 600 and asked in the video, or in the comment, if I would be interested in doing a product review for them. And I honestly thought it was a scam. I even told my wife about it, and she's like, yeah, I bet you that's a scam. So I kind of ignored it a little bit. Then, you know, I thought about it a little bit, and I was like, well, I will comment back to them and tell them if they want to contact me how to do that. And sure enough, I got an email from them actually a day later, saying who they were, you know, and all of that, and explaining what they were wanting, and that they had watched my video on the CFMoto UForce 600 and liked the video, and that they were coming out with some products for the CFMoto line. And the original email asked about a rear window for the CFMoto, and I really wasn't interested in the rear window, just because I've got the rear window, CFMoto rear window, and it's a good window. I like it. And then I had already put the flag cover over it. I didn't really want to get rid of that. So I emailed him back and I said, well, you know, I appreciate the offer, but you know, I've already got the CFMoto rear window in, and I really like that, and probably not interested. Well, a day later again, I got a email back from them saying that they were also producing a front windshield, solid front windshield for the UForce 600, but it was not available yet. So I said, okay. I had the flip-up windshield in this, and it wasn't what I liked. I mean, it didn't fit right. You probably saw my other video. I had to kind of cobble everything. And on the 2024 UForce 600s, they put this lip in here. So that changes how the thing can pivot when it's flipped up. So every time I would flip it up, it would hit right here, or the only fix for that was to lower it down. Well, then if you look where my hand is, your eyes are right at that level. So you were constantly looking into this bar here on the top, and it just, I don't know. It is nice being able to flip it up when you're doing work around here, but when you're you know, cruising down the trail or something like that, most of the time we had the windshield closed. And then in the winter time, that other windshield does not seal tight at all. I had to put some Gorilla Tape on there and cobble it together. You know, it just was not ideal. So anyway, they said, well, we'll ship out the windshield to you. And so I was kind of excited, and then all of a sudden I got an email saying the product has not been built yet. As soon as it's built, we'll send it out to you and send you an email saying that it's been sent with a tracking number, all of that. So I was like, okay. And so about a month went by, and sure enough, got an email from StarKnight MT saying that the windshield was done and that it was on its way. And then the next day I actually got another email with the tracking number and all that. Sure enough, it showed up when it was supposed to. I have not not done anything with this. I wanted you guys to see, you know, how the box looks, all of that. And you know, it showed up. I mean, it's not bad. It looks pretty good. You can tell it was kind of dropped, you know, sitting on this corner maybe. There is one gouge out of it there. Hopefully, it looks like the foam in there is good. I haven't seen, you know, any other problems with the box, I guess. But anyway, I just wanted you guys to see, you know, that it came in good shape. Sometimes when you order things anymore, they do not come in good shape. So anyway, I'm going to get this thing open here, and we can look at it together. So we'll get the, I don't know if I can do this with one hand here. There we go. We'll cut here and here. I don't want to go too deep. Let's see. I think we're gonna have to flip the box over. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to flip it over here. Okay, so there is a couple little spots on the other side too. This one's deeper, but again, I don't think it went all the way through. So let's try this here. We'll cut this. And it does advertise eco-friendly, waterproof, anti-UV, and anti-dust. So we'll see. This is going to be an honest review, you know, and you know, first impressions basically, because I have not, you know, driven with the thing or had it for any length of time to say whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. So hold on here just a second. So I slid it out of the box, and this is what it looks like. So this is the gasket that goes around the windshield. Set that off to the side there. And then these are the Velcro straps and I want to say brackets, but clamps, I guess is probably a better word. And then this is the windshield. You guys are seeing this same time I am here, so I have no idea what to expect. So, attention, please test the fitment before tearing off the protective film. This is not returnable once the film has been removed. So, keep that in mind, guys. Okay, so when you look at the front of the UForce 600, it's got this arch down here, and then I see this side has the arch there. So I'm guessing that that is the bottom. So the other thing is, okay, look at this. This kind of impresses me. Look how thick this thing is. You know, that's my thumb there. So, you know, I would say it's a 1/4 inch thick, and it's about the same, I guess, with this one. So that's good. It seems pretty sturdy as far as rigidity, I guess would be the right word Sheesh, can't talk today. But yeah, I'm anxious to put it on there and see how things work here. So hold on here. Okay guys, so I stuck it up there. Yeah, I mean, it seems to, I think it will fit nice. The UForce has this groove right here and it sits nice in there. That curve I was talking about there, that's why that sits there, but it does sit nice up along there. One thing, I mean, you'll figure it out, it's not rocket science or anything, but I did have to slide the top in first and then down, just because with this here and this here, you can't just slap it in there. But yeah, I wanted to test it, so you know, I'm following the rules there, test the fitment, and it does seem to fit. So I'm gonna take it back off of there now and put the gasket around there. I'll probably have to peel that protective film off around the edge there to put the gasket on, and you guys can watch some of that. Okay, so one thing that took me kind of by surprise is, so the windshield, I took the blue side off first around the edges. I'm gonna leave it in the middle, but I didn't, it says to remove all the plastic from both sides. But keep in mind, one side is clear, so you can't really tell that until you scratch at it a little bit, and then you can see that there's this clear on the other side. So now we're going to put the gasket around the bottom here, and if you've never done that, use a rubber mallet and just line it up, and then just tap that on there as you go around. It makes pretty simple work of it. Slide this over a little bit, then that gasket around there, and it's doing a good job of staying on there. What drives me crazy is when you put these on and the gasket isn't tight enough where it forms to the glass, and it starts to pop off as soon as you go around the corners. This is not doing that, so that's good. And by the way, you want to start your gasket at the bottom, so that any water that would get in there can drain through the gap there. Unwind that a little bit. Keep moving that plastic film out of the way. Probably would be easier to take the whole thing off, but I don't know. Knowing my luck, scratch it or something like that, doing something dumb. So tricky part is just getting it all the same, I guess. But it's really not tricky, I guess. Tricky might be a strong word. Okay, so there I got the blue plastic in that gasket. No big deal. Just pull it off. does stick good if you do get it in there. Come back quite a ways because I did. That's probably why they say to do the whole thing. All right. Well, we're halfway there, guys. You know, this side pull back a little bit more. Make the curve. Almost a little bit, so. See what I'm doing. Drop the hammer. Alright. And then I'll show you guys. They send you plenty of gasket. We got almost 2 feet extra probably, which is good because it really stinks when they short you. Always cut it just a hair longer than it needs to be once we get to that point, just because the gaskets usually do shrink, and there's nothing more annoying than having a hole at the bottom where it doesn't seal. So I'm gonna finish this gasket up quick, and then I'm gonna cut it to length quick, and then we'll take the film off and put it in place, and you guys can see that. Okay, I got it on there, and I've put the first 2 clamps on. Now, they did a good job, like CFMoto up in here. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. There's this curved piece up in here that's meant to, you know, form to the CFMoto windshield. So StarKnight did a really nice job of matching that curve so that that fit the way it's supposed to. One thing that I did struggle with, I mean, it's not a huge deal, but I do have, you know, pretty good size hands. And so where the strap goes around, you know, CFMoto has this channel where the door sits, and we've got this much extra, but gosh, if they would give you like another inch of strap, that would make it so much easier to get these pieces on, you know, to get the webbing through the little deal and then back around, because the way it is when you're trying to put this on, I mean, it just, in fact, I had to go grab a needle nose here, a bent needle nose, to grab the edge of this strap so that I could pull it through, because it's very tight, or very, I don't know if tight's the word, but short. So StarKnight, if you're listening, which I know you are, maybe go like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch longer on the strap to make it easier to get that through and around to get it started. Once you get it through, then it works good as far as getting that on there. But yeah, so far so good. I'll show you the clamps here. this is the clamp, and can't really do it one-handed, but so you unstrap this Velcro, and then I'll show you on the directions here. Basically, it's got this area here, right here by my thumb, that goes into that gap, fits real tight, nice and nice in there, and then you pull that strap through. So I think it's going to be great. It's just for a guy with big hands, fat fingers, it's it's kind of hard to get it pulled through there. But so that would be really my only complaint, and I don't even know if it would be a complaint. It's just one of those deals. If a guy had small hands and small fingers, it wouldn't be a big deal probably, but anyway, so let me get the other two brackets installed here. And yeah, so one thing, when you're putting this thing on, your machine is probably going to have something like this where it forms around the windshield. So I would recommend, I got the first one on and over there actually, and came over to this side, and by the time I got back over to this side, that side had slid down just because I didn't have any other clamps holding it. So it will be a good thing, I think, once we get all 4 clamps on there and it's nice and tight. It's going to be so much tighter than that Super ATV one that I had. I couldn't think of the name of the brand before, but it is a Super ATV flip up windshield, and it fits the 23 up to 23 UForce 600, but it does not fit correctly on the UForce, or the 24 UForce 600. And like I said, I've seen people in videos cutting that deal out of there, and that's just not the right way to do it. And I wanted something that fit right. So so far this is looking really good. I'm pretty impressed with it. So let me get the other 2 clamps on, and then I'll show you that, and maybe we'll take it for a spin here. Okay guys, I got it all installed here. So let's do the magic reveal here. Pull the plastic off, like one of those, whatever it's called, ASMR videos or whatever they call them. Probably gonna make it super staticky. And then the inside, hopefully I got that. Look how clear this thing is. Impressive. One thing that I hope, and we'll find out here, is how stiff it is when you're going down the road, you know, highway speed or whatever. It seems pretty good. Super clear. Man, you can't even tell that there's anything there other than the reflection. So yeah, I don't know. I've been working on this probably an hour, but if you were just doing it, it wouldn't take you near that long. Trying to video and all of that has taken a little bit longer. Still might tweak it a little bit. You can see I got kind of a little bit bigger gap up there than I do down here, but that was a little trickier than I expected. I wanted that to be a little bit oversized, or cut it a little bit too big so that it has a little bit of room to shrink. And there's that little metal, let's see, I don't know if it's still here. Yeah, right here. So this stuff is what is on the inside of that gasket. You can see it right there, to make that clamp down on the windshield. And so that added a little bit of issue, but nothing with the with Windshield or the company or anything like that. It was just the installer. But super clear, super clean. Probably never be this clear or clean again. But and to all you guys that say that in my videos it doesn't look like my equipment is ever used, you can see I did wash this thing. I'll be honest, I washed it a little bit, just kind of rinsed it off because it was really full of cow crap, and you can see still have it on the tires in the back. They're full of chainsaw oil and grease and all that stuff. So it does get used and abused, especially lately. But yeah, let's start this thing up and see if it rattles or not. I'm kind of curious about that. A little bit, but not bad. So you can see a little bit of a gap up there, but that might be me not getting it over to the side far enough, because I did mention that there was a bigger gap up at the top there than what there was on the other side or down below. And you can kind of see that here, the gasket sticking out past the post there, and there it's tucked in. So need to adjust it a little bit, but yeah, I'm super excited about how it fits. It looks like a good quality windshield. So let's back this thing out. neutral, not park with the brake. But anyway, I'm super impressed. Standing here now looking at this, I can tell my clamps are a little bit different. I need to adjust those, but boy, it's like driving in a car now, you know, compared to a side-by-side. It's so smooth and clear, and you don't have wind blowing in your face, and it'll be nice in the winter time, especially. Put the side windows back on. That is something that you can do. You can remove these side windows. That's what we do, or have done this summer, and it definitely helps with the heat and everything. So yeah, guys, once again, that is the StarKnight MT windshield, front windshield for the UForce, CFMoto UForce 600. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave comments down below. I'm sure StarKnight is going to be commenting on this video also, answering any questions that you have. So I would highly recommend it. It's looks good, and hopefully there's more StarKnight products coming that I can show you too. I did communicate a little bit with them about that. So yeah, we'll see how that all pans out. But I'm very impressed with this so far. So that's all I got for now. You guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.